fantasy check-in for the Denver Nuggets now. Nick Jokic really stepping up with all these injuries. The number 4th ranked player over the last 2 weeks, 25 and 11 with 2 steals. And finally, the shots going down. I've talked about this quite a bit with Jokic, how the shot wasn't falling. He was still putting up good top 15 numbers. And when that shot started to fall, then it would be really time for us to get excited. And we're seeing that at the moment. I guess the big surprise on Denver at the moment with the injuries to Will Barton, Isaiah Thomas, Gary Harris, is the play of Monte Morris, the number 40 ranked player overall over the last 2 weeks. 28 minutes a night, 14 points, 5 assists, almost 2 steals, and it's on a ridiculous 59% shooting, including 50% from 3 and 63% from 2-point range, numbers which won't sustain, and overall the playing time and the production won't sustain. But for now, until those guys are out, we might be looking at a couple more games for Barton and Harris, maybe a week or so for those guys, and Morris is going to be able to retain some value. The other guy who's got to jump up at the moment with Paul Millsap out is Mason Plumlee, 130th over the last couple of weeks. 9 points and 7 rebounds, 0.8 blocks, 48 and 63%. And there's massive room for him to improve there because he is usually a much better field goal percentage guy than that, and that could easily push him into the top 100. So I think he's a short-term 12-team league guy. Jamal Murray's just been chugging along, doing what he does. While Juancho Hernan-Gomez, who was a 12-team league guy, with the absences of Barton, he's really fallen off at the moment. The shot has deserted him. 37% over his last 4 games, 9.5 points with 4.5 rebounds in 29 minutes, and those returns are likely to impact Juancho as well. And I think that if you realistically assess your roster, he's probably going to be the worst player on your 12-team league, which means he's a streaming option and someone that you can move on from and get someone else into that area. Again, we're probably looking at Harris and Barton coming back in the next week or so. Millsap a little bit after that, and Isaiah Thomas we just haven't heard of. And I'll stress again, I don't believe Isaiah Thomas is a stash player in 12-team leagues or 14-team leagues. I don't think he's going to have really any significant impact this season at all.